There we go. You're
Hey
live.
everybody. Hey everybody. This is your weekly fuckery recap.
That's right. Fuck shit incorporated. I'm gonna LLC that.
I'm telling you. I mean, and I can't remember we were live last, but so much has happened even just since
Last
then.
Monday, I think.
Right. So this is your end of the week fuckery recap. And there's so much. It's just
Oh,
ridiculous.
can we? Can we?
Hey, you wish. Hey, sweetheart. How are you?
Hey, and Annie. Oh,
Hey,
she's fighting
Annie.
Dad. Oh my God.
Oh, honey, I'm with you. Annie, you're going to have to confirm for me because did Kim actually say she's sending a laptop to Harry?
Well, she's an angry ginger. Oh, got
Oh,
gingers
shit.
in my family. I know this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
incoming, incoming.
I know. I know. And, you know, Kim, and Emma can fight her own battles. She's very good at it. But you know what? I like Emma a lot. And what Kim has done to her is reprehensible. And Annie just confirmed that. Kim, you're a piece of shit.
Yep.
A piece of shit. You should be doing anything to pay that woman back for what you've done to her. She, out of the kindness of her heart, sent you money for your dogs. It wasn't for you, Kim. Don't get it ever twisted. Emma's a huge animal lover, and she just lost her precious pup not long ago. So, her heartstrings were already vulnerable. And you took advantage of her, and you and Harry. Don't forget, Harry is involved in this up to
Mm,
his ass. Now, I'm pissed too. So, this is not going to be a happy event for you. Emma may not dog walk you, but bitch, I'm going to dog walk you every chance I get.
you go for
I'm
it.
blocked in your chat because I tried to come in and tell some of your unsuspecting folks your real nature and that you're a scammer. So, but I'm blocked. So, of course, you blocked me, Kim. But that won't stop me, Kim. It won't.
Never does. This channel
It,
is active because that's what Alana did to me back a couple of years.
right.
And
Hey,
that
Kettle Honey.
I'm sorry, you cannot shut me up. So I restarted this channel. It used to be a shopping hall channel.
Sure did.
Fuck off, man. I'm firing this shit back up again.
Well, exactly. Exactly. Because we have been historian to snotty bitch over there for a long time. So don't think we can't add you to Kim.
Mm-hmm.
Not hard at all. So you should just be embarrassed. I mean, I'll say hi to some folks here. Red, good to see you, sweetie. Um, Hope you're having awesome holiday weekend. Kettle, one of these days I'm gonna just raid your barbecue, man. So his food looks so good. I'm over there going, oh man, yes. He's had corn on the cob on the grill. I'm like, oh,
Oh
perfect.
shit,
So
yeah.
yes, Kettle, cheers to you. Have an awesome holiday weekend. And no, Annie, I totally understand. Phoenix, good to see you too, because I am too. A lot of us have followed along, because of Kim's dogs. A lot of it's been about the dogs for a lot of us, you know.
It's true.
And I'm sorry that one of her puppies got hit by a car, but that's even in question
I
because
don't even
Kim,
believe
nobody
that.
believes you.
Yeah.
Nobody believes you. I mean, come on, let's think about this logically as well. These pups, they're still babies. I think they were born in February, the end of February, because she was supposed to keep them for 9 to 12 weeks. She got rid of them at 6 weeks old, for one, which
Mm-hmm.
is absolutely disgusting. So these pups aren't that old. So the story that she gives is not valid in my eyes. No owner, I don't care how hapless you are outside constant supervision with a baby, constantly.
Yeah.
So, and accidents happen. I get that. And, and it would be sad if it was true. But I don't believe you, Kim. I don't believe you for a
Because
second. I'm with you, Annie.
it so happened to be Harry's favorite puppy.
Of course. Of course. Because she'll do anything for Harry. And he knows that. You play her so badly, Harry. It's so obvious. You're a piece of shit. You're no better than a piece of dog shit stuck on somebody's shoe. Let's not forget you, Harry. You've always been involved in this. You are the puppet master in all this shit. Now, one thing. Hey, Swampy, good to see you, darling. Happy Memorial Day. He is behind so much of this shit. It's disgusting. And he just lets everybody think it's all Kim's fault. And because he probably tells her, well, if you tell everybody we're together, Kim, then, I can't, you do whatever. So he convinces her. And Kim, here's another thing that I suspect about you, miss, is you want to play. I know you have disabilities, Kim, and I know I get that. Okay. But you're not as bad off as you like everybody to believe you are.
Mm-hmm.
You know the difference between right and wrong, Kim. You do. And you have done nothing but wrong since I've met you.
Exactly.
You're just a disgusting human being.
What you did to Emma, you even if it fleetingly floated through that junkyard you call a brain, that was wrong. That was wrong, wrong, wrong. It didn't even have to be Emma. It could have been anyone.
Well, that's true. And that's true. And, she just remembered, because the whole deal was, I think they were wanting money.
Mm-hmm.
And, even out of when you're being kind, Emma knew better. She's like, nah, I'm not going to send this bitch money ever, but I'll send it directly to you. And you know what, Kim, what makes it even worse, I mean, it is bad enough it could have been any of us doing it, but what made it worse to me even too is Emma lives in another fucking country. Stop it.
She paid more.
Yes.
She paid more because the Canadian dollar is not up to par to the American dollar. So she had more to buy you that food.
Exactly. And the treats, I mean, it was one thing too, that she bought the food, but then she thought, those dogs deserve treats. So I'm going to send treats too. So she sent treats even, and it's just like, oh my God. Hey, Bams, good to see you, sweetheart. And hey, Alec, Kathleen, good to see you.
Alex, I heard. Hey, Jay.
Exactly. Hey, Jay. Hope your vacation was nice, hon. But, it just stuns me what these people want to try to get away with. And then Kim, hang on a second, just real quick, honey. Hang on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Annie, I just was reading that. Yeah, it is. It is. And that's why I prefer to go through a super chat, even though it takes it, because to spend twice as much in exchange fees and the transaction fee than what I actually gave. So if I want to give a $5 tip, I usually bump it up a few dollars, trying to make up for it. But it is expensive. I mean, ouch.
Well, and it is expensive.
It is. It is.
And she took such advantage of her kindness. Hi, Millie. Good to see you, sweetie. I'm just floored. And the thing about it too that really pisses me off even extra is Kim's smug attitude. She acts like, well, too bad. I have disabilities. I didn't know. Bullshit. And I watched every second of Emma's panel. And if you haven't seen it, folks, I'll put it on my community
Mhm.
tab and share it out, because you need to go over and see exactly what this woman's about. She learned from Barb. She's as bad as Barb, in my opinion.
In
As
my
bad.
Yep.
As bad. So she went on Emma's panel because, I think Emma was pretty much at a point where she was going to kind of let it go. I can't say for Emma's words, because I don't know. This is my impression, but I kind of thought, hey, she felt bad. She got it. She got took and she felt bad about it. And I understand all the reasonings that she gave for doing what she did, because it was for the animals. So I totally get it. But
Mhm.
then Kim fired up more lives because she agreed she's not even going to be on YouTube anymore. She's going to go away, do whatever, not bother people. No, there she was right on another live being nasty. Nasty. And it's like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. And, and here she goes, her smug bullshit. Because when you're live, Kim, you think you got big bulldog balls. So you just going to say whatever you want. But I've seen you on other people's panels. And last night when you came on Emma's panel, after she came in your live and called you out because she was pissed, she did up a fired up pop-up live last night, and I watched every second of it. Kim, when you got up on that panel, you did the exact same thing that I have always heard you say.
Mhm.
I know. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know.
Yeah.
Same bullshit that you always spew out of your mouth.
I don't
Well,
know
guess
why I
what?
do that. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, exactly. She does. And she was just live again this morning. But again, she admitted last night, because people were telling her, now you're going to pay Emma back, bitch. Guess what? You're going to pay her back every fucking dime. Every dime. And you're going to be like Barb to me. Every time I even mention anything, I'm going to be like, Barb, bitch, pay St. Jude. Kim, bitch,
Yep.
pay Emma. And you better make Harry pay for some of it too, because Harry is just as involved as you, because he knows that you are so obsessed with him that you will do anything to be with Harry. And again, nobody cares if you're with Harry. Do whatever you want to do, but don't spill it out onto everybody else, your stupidity. Because that's what it is, Kim. He manipulates you and you let it. You let it happen. You let him do it. Hey, Fat Llama, good to see you. I'm at a loss. So here you now have admitted that one of those laptops is going to Harry. And people were telling you when Emma decided she wanted her, because you said at first, Kim, I'll pay you back. I'll pay you back. Well, you're damn straight you're going to pay her back. Damn straight.
I'm
So,
pretty sure YouTube frowns with people scamming money.
well, I think the police might be upset about people openly scamming for money, because you openly admitted it, Kim. So there's laws against that, Kim, Harry.
And it's all out there. I mean, you couldn't keep your fucking mouth shut.
Exactly. Exactly. So you do all this desperation for Harry. And then when you admitted it, you wanted to try to walk that shit back. Oh no, it was all my fault. Don't blame Harry. Don't blame Harry. Just like the video that you put out not long ago, where people were up in the middle of the night again trying to help your sorry ass. because, oh, you were going to end it all because of Harry. And you made a video that was totally frightening that people saw.
Yep.
And you ended up getting a little visity for a 5150. They didn't keep you long enough. Are you going to tell your doctors what you did, Kim? That you're a scammer?
I don't think so. I kind of don't think so.
I don't think she will either. But again, gosh, Kim, I'm not one for real life, but
It's I'm pretty sure she does. She's already, what, was she monetized at one point and then lost it?
no. The
No.
one channel, I don't know how many subs she ever really got legitimately, but, between Harry and Mark, they bought her subscribers, bought her views,
Yeah.
because like that one time, you don't get 19,000 views with 5 people in the chat. Sorry.
Five
You know,
people. Yep. And then she
and
started buying views. No, that yeah, again, that doesn't work.
right, right. But you know what, Kim? If you really want to come at me separately, I'm the screenshot queen, sweetheart. I have all the screenshots, all your URLs, and perhaps I might just give YouTube, with my new learned skills, a little tap on the shoulder. And that means anything associated with you, as soon as you make a new channel, it'll go bye-bye.
Yeah. Well, I want to Rising Phoenix. There is two camps to that. Whether you should cover mentally disabled people. There, for me, if you're self-aware in what you're doing, and you're doing it to hurt people, then it's wide open. You put your life out there, I get to comment or react to it. Are there people that are, just want to have a little channel to talk about shit, even though it's a little nuts, but they're not harming anybody? Then I step away.
Right.
Everybody
Absolutely.
deserves a voice, but when you're using your voice for evil, you know
Exactly.
not
Exactly.
that I'm the moral police, but then I've got that capacity of not listening. You know, though I know about Kim, I know about her from other channels. I don't spend my precious view time watching her. I don't. I'm not subscribed to her channel. If somebody pops her channel Discord saying, "Oh, you got to hear what she's saying now," I'll tune in, but maybe for 10 minutes.
Right.
I'm
Right.
I'm not invested in her. If Harry is using her and making, getting some kind of jolly out of it, that's pathetic. And karma comes to visit the best of us. So hang on.
Oh, exactly. Right.
But
But
I'm one
one,
of those people that aren't reactive. I can
right.
sit there and just look at your shit show and comment on it and talk about it with Kate or anybody else. But am I invested in this shit? No. No, I'm
No,
not.
no, no, no.
Yeah.
And hey, Calla, good to see you always, honey.
Kala.
Um, and I agree, Annie. She said, I don't care that Kim wants a channel. She can do her crafts, she can do whatever
Yeah.
she wants. She can have a wish list, but don't use it to scam. And that's clearly what she's done, because she will do anything for Harry. It's clear that she goes across the border illegally for Harry to bring back things that she
Mhm.
shouldn't for Harry, because Harry is a little addict.
When he sends you money, Kim, that is selling narc or whatever illicit substance.
Trafficking.
That's trafficking. Thank you.
It
Doesn't
is
matter if he
trafficking.
sends you money for dog food. You are going across the border and picking himself stuff that shouldn't be.
Right. Yep.
Doesn't matter
And
what you use or say you use the money for. There is a
right,
transaction happening. That
right,
is illegal. And if I was a bitch, I'd phone border control and give them
right,
all your information. So you
right,
can't do that anymore. I don't want you in jail.
right,
But if you
exactly.
are barred from crossing the border, I'd
Could
be
be a good thing.
satisfied with that. I would
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah, yeah. And again, I know a lot of people, they don't agree with the real life, and none of us do.
No.
But there's a line. There's a line. And Kim, you are standing on that line, girl. You are standing on that line. It would be too different for me as well if she was truly, genuinely apologetic. She's not. She's sorry she got caught. But she's just like the other one that tells on herself.
Mhm.
She told on herself freely. And like the consensus of this chat right now is, yes, Kim, you have disabilities, but you can function. You know right from wrong, and you are a highly functional person.
If you're living alone.
Exactly. Now, do I think you should be living alone? No. You clearly are showing that you need supervision in your life. Because you're not going to go to, because you don't tell your doctors things as it is. If your doctors knew that you streamed constantly, they would be like, yeah, no. Plus, Kim, you have a shopping addiction. And
Mm.
you can tell me otherwise. No. I know the symptoms of a shopping addiction because someone in my family, it almost destroyed her. So you have a shopping addiction, Kim. People don't send you shit in the mail. They might repurpose boxes, but let me give you a little hint, Kim, about a secret. Okay? I sold shit on eBay for a long time. When you send something through the mail, if you use old boxes and stuff, you have to make sure that identifying markings are off the box. So you could put your new labeling on the box and it doesn't get confused and go the wrong places with old information on there. So
Oh,
your friends aren't sending you things in repurposed Amazon boxes with prime tape all over them. That's how they're sealed. And I saw for 5 seconds in one of your lives that somebody sent you, oh, look what she sent me. Look what she sent me. You're showing off all these shirts. And then you showed like a set of sheets or something that were still in the package, Kim. Now, if anybody ever knows that they're that talented that they can fold sheets back up and get them back in the package like that, honey, you got a job. Trust me.
and I got
So,
laundry baskets full of things for you to fold. Yeah.
thank you. Hey, coffee girl. Good to see you, sweetie. And hi, damn it, Amber. Um, hey, Deb CT. Good to see you too. And so I don't understand how she sleeps at night doing this. I mean, look at all the lies, the past history with her, accusing different men of rape, DV, all kinds of stuff from her own family, no less. Then she makes up some wackadoodle story about some guy in a shed getting in her house. And then she
Yeah.
finally has to admit that it was all a lie. So, Kim, you can't stop yourself from lying. And then you being paired with a dangerous person like Harry, huh? You're headed for prison, Kim. Not with just this stuff going
Mm-mm.
on, but your obsession with him is going to land you in prison, Kim. I am not trying to go after you. I'm not trying to be mean to you. I had sympathy for your dogs, Kim. Because for one, when I first found out about that, I never even thought that dog was pregnant. The x-ray that was shown, not even close.
I'm still
Not even.
confused about that. Was it just
Why
a
am too?
random X-ray or
Well, it was an x-ray and she's trying to take this black arrow to point where the puppies are. Stop it. No. It's, I don't know where she probably got it off the internet, the x-ray. But, a dog that far along, even because dogs are only pregnant, I think, 62, 63 days, something like that. So
no?
it's not that long. And pretty quickly, I mean, you can see little sacs forming.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
as it gets further, you can see little paws, you can see little skeletons and little noses. So there was nothing in that would have suggested that dog was even pregnant. So stop it. So I don't know how that really worked with that, but she now wanted to backtrack that and say that dog was 2 years old. That told her the dog was 2 years old. No,
Uh,
he didn't. That dog was only 10 months old when you made it get pregnant. And yes, you did make it get pregnant, Kim. Yes, you did. You locked it in a room with an unneutered male. So yeah, what'd you expect was going to happen? Just because, and her theory in this, guys, this is how deranged it is. I wanted Romero to be a dad. Stop it. So, Kim, your history is just like Alana's. Nobody believes a fucking word out of your mouth now. Nothing.
yep. Sorry, I had to run and turn on my oven or turn off.
No, you're fine, girl. You know me. I would go right on because
Oh, it smells good in here.
I am really upset about this because when I found out about this yesterday, I went in and there were several other people in there talking to Kim going, I can't believe you did this. Wait, wait, wait. Because I'm sorry, I sleep at night. So I admire the night shift. Kathy, good to see you, sweetie. I hope you're doing well.
You too, Kath.
No, you're fine, honey. You're fine. Anytime that you can derail me from a
Well,
rant, it's a good thing.
I'm sure there anybody in the chat that can leave a link for Kathy to catch up on shit. I would appreciate it.
Absolutely. Yeah, because I think Annie was in there because I was just hearing bits and pieces when I woke up that this was all a scam. And I'm like, stop. Wait, wait, wait. Back the bus up. A scam? You mean to tell me that this bitch and Harry scammed Emma? No. I can't believe that she would be that stupid to do that because out of all of this, ever since I've known Kim, which was back when the puppies first came, and then I've seen her bits and pieces, whatever. But Emma has always been the voice of reason and kindness to
Thank
this
you, Paula.
bitch.
Yeah.
Always. Emma has always been there to try to be a calm, a voice of reason, to say, hey, look at what you're doing, Kim. She always approached her very kindly, had encouraging words to give her, to where, I'm sorry, you wouldn't have got much of that from me. And, I that's just me because, no. And so when I found out that she intentionally scammed with Harry, and she's been with Harry all along, shocker there. We all knew that, Kim. We're not stupid. We're not stupid. So for you to pull that shit when Emma, out of the kindness of her heart, because that's the kind of person Emma is. She is awesome. She had just had a major pet loss herself. So, she was feeling like, maybe I can help Kim's dogs because Kim, this was not for you. Don't ever get the fucking shit twisted. You're a little twat bitch. This was for your animals who you shouldn't have to begin with. You don't need animals, Kim. You're always constantly yelling at them. They're confused. They don't know how to act around you. When they come up to you with their heads down and you think it's love, I guarantee you it's not, Kim. It's fear, because they don't know what to expect from you. So don't get it twisted. You don't need animals, Kim. And you should have, when people came in and told you, this was the first thing out of my mouth, along with Trolling Annie, is you absolutely need to sell whatever you've got to sell. You don't need, at one point you had like 3 smartphones, tablets, iWatch, all this other shit. You don't need that shit, Kim.
Even I don't have any of that shit.
I don't either.
I have a
I have
laptop and a phone, a nice phone, and that's about it.
right. And I have a laptop and my little tablet and my phone. And that's it as well. And you know what, Kim? The first thing people suggested you do is you just got 2, count them, 2 laptops. And you tried to tell everybody they were old, from 1995. I looked at them the other day when you were showing them. No, they're not. They're more like from 2017. Because the one they showed looked a lot like the one I had, and I know mine's older.
Mm-hmm.
So, no. And then you showed a different one that looked at me like it was even a little bit newer. So stop it, Kim. Those aren't old laptops. You want to claim that someone gave them to you? Okay. Let's just say that's true, which I don't think. I think it's bullshit, because I don't believe shit that comes out of your mouth. You're a liar. So regardless, the first thing everybody in that chat said, well, you need to sell those laptops so you can get the money to pay Emma back every dime you stole from her. Because, Kim, that's what you've done. You stole from them. You stole from her. That's what it's all about. You stole it. So you're fucking lucky you're not in jail. Because that's what you did. You knowingly scammed someone for money. That's a crime, Kim.
And I'm sure her disability might want to know about her grifting online. I think they frown really hard on that too.
Oh, exactly.
Trolling Annie, I would have absolutely done it. Like, fraud is fraud. I don't care if it's online. This is taking advantage of people. I would have done it if it was the opposite. If somebody was, of a sound mind taking advantage of a mentally disabled person, I'd be doing the same damn thing.
Right. Because that's Barb's, my big beef with Barb is that's what her and Wolf take advantage of special needs people.
Mm-hmm.
And so now we know how some of these people in the communities came about. But I'm starting to see a few of the people here have a pattern. So what, Kim and Harry, did you learn really well from Barb, did you?
Ooh.
I think you might have. Somebody else like Mr. Hopper might have as well. So this is all very interesting to me, because I've seen some older lives lately and looked at some of the backstories on some of this shit, and I'm like, huh, that is interesting. So, Kim, I think you've been stealing from people probably for quite some time, and Harry's put you up to it. Because, again, you're so obsessed with a man who doesn't want you. That's your problem. But don't take it out on other people, Kim, that you're that desperate for attention, because that's what this is about. I heard all this started with you, Kim, because Harry found out that Alana's only using him. Go figure that. Shocker. She sends freebie nudies anyway. Doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Alana sent nickname nudes.
I know.
Nickname is in her 70s.
And of course she had to share. So I was
And
like,
we
oh my God,
saw
no,
this.
stop it.
This was in a long gone Discord now, but if nicknames lurking around, she can confirm. And she shared in Discord. What?
Yes, she did. But you know what, though? As it turns out, that one went around. That made the
Yeah,
rounds to everybody, I do
yeah.
believe. So it's like, sweet Jesus. So I mean, that's what everybody, fondly and laughed about it, called it the axe wound because it was so badly
Oh,
photoshopped.
it
It's
was.
like,
Oh
damn,
my
how did you bend like that?
God.
What? Ew,
It
ew.
was. It was. Ew. What the hell's wrong with you? You know?
I think I kind of was looking up. I was kept turning my phone, going, "When is this going to make sense?" Because it doesn't. It's just
Oh,
gross.
oh,
But
Annie,
so
trolling Annie. It was a sight to see. We were all slack jawed. If you could picture this Photoshop nude with this vaginal. How do I say it without being
thing, I don't know.
rude? It was
I
very
don't know.
large, let's say,
Yeah, it
or
was like,
very long.
what? So that's kind of like Guinness material there. But I think our whole point is, honey, she'll send it to whoever wants to see it
Oh
and
yeah.
people that don't want to see it. So, she's an equal opportunity.
Oh,
And
Llama, you don't want. Oh God, just go and watch. Don't engage. That's all I can advise you on that.
exactly, yes. And oh, well, yeah, of course, because, I'm not going to touch on this much, but, way to go to the folks who think they're doing an op on here because it ain't working. Because the people that know this person for the longest knows, nope,
Mm-mm.
nope, not even. She would never. And if somebody wants to pay for false information, go for it, is all I can say. Because that's all it would be. Alana tried to do this a long time ago with her. It was
Mm.
hilarious. A troll came in and said, I saw her at Costco. And we're all like, okay. Ah, that was so funny. And I'm like, go whatever, girl, please. And then all of a sudden there was a whole channel, which I thought was interestingly enough. Do you remember what she tried to change that channel to? She tried to change the name of that channel to the Gaining Ground.
Yep. You watched it change real time too.
I did. Yes, I did. Because I was getting ready to stash it away. And I'm like, wait a minute, how did it what? No, huh? And I'm like, and it still had her picture and everything. So that it was the picture that she used for the troll account because she was trying to tag her, and she
Hey, Texas.
tagged her and said, "Go watch this video." And so of course everybody runs over and looks at the video, and we're like, "Who the hell is this supposed to be?" And she docked some poor lady that she thought was trying to pawn off on somebody else, and we all know, no, stop it. So again, if you're really dumb enough to pay some of these scammers, you get what you pay for, which is nothing.
Mm.
So yeah, oh yeah, I'm going to give you that information for $200. Yeah, I'm going to give you information, all right, but it isn't going to be real, and I'm going to take your money. Maybe Harry should try that next, Kim. Maybe you should try that for your next scam. So, I just thought that was fucking hilarious. Hey, Texas One, good to see you. Poppy Cats, good to see you. Krista, good to see you, sweetie. So, this has just had me so pissed. I mean, I know me and Annie, when we're in there, we were going back and forth with her yesterday, just like, sell your laptops. I'm not selling my laptops. And she just went from 0 to 60 pissed off. And I was like, bitch, if I scammed somebody at almost $200 and
Mm-hmm.
they're giving you a chance to make it right, you should have been out there selling your ass if that was going to do it. So you have a chance to sell a phone, a laptop, whatever. Go around passing a hat with your neighbors that, hey, keep me out of jail. I just scammed somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what your ass should have done. You should have said, I am so sorry. I will sell it whenever I can. Now it's, well, we'll both pay you back payday, which is the 30th. We got to wait till payday. Fuck you in your payday. You should have been taking your little ass right down to the pawn shop and pawned whatever. Hey, you could have got a couple bucks for the cheap ass junk Harry sent you.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
no. And again, Emma was so nice, and Emma probably won't even drag her. Emma's that nice enough that,
I
she
think
won't
Emma
drag
dragged
her.
her pretty hard last night.
Yeah, but for Emma, that was, pretty much. That's, she got it out, and she got her say, and whatever. But I doubt she'll probably say much more about it. Well, maybe she will now, because I don't know if she knows about the newest development, that all along one of these laptops is going to Harry. Well, you know what? Fuck that shit, bitch. Why don't you take that right on down to the pawn shop and get your 50 or $100 for it and send that to Emma as a down payment on what you owe her,
Absolutely.
instead of sending it off to Harry, which you have to ship it because you're sure not going to walk it over to Harry.
And I'm pretty damn sure Emma would have been, okay, I want my money back, but we can do a monthly until it's paid off. That's just the kind of girl she is. But I would have, nope. I want it back now.
It was.
Plus interest.
Yeah. And exactly. Yeah. Because again, she's lucky that, because this is all, and Kim, I don't know what you think. Just because you delete your shit, honey, please. That's the oldest trick in the book, and we have been known to that for over 4 years now. So anybody just goes click, record. No. Mm-hmm. Your shit, and anybody, and I'm going to say this too, because at first nobody knew who the Kim Archives account was. Now it is out that it was Annie that was doing it, and I am thankful. A lot of people, I think, have given her grief over that shit. Go sit the fuck down, because this is why she's doing this, is to keep, like, Kathy and I have historianed Alana. This is what she's doing to keep the straight and narrow on Kim. Mm-hmm. So people can go and look and see what Kim has done. So it's ridiculous. Hang on, I'm sorry.
No. Miley, I looked into the channel, and the channel is NW. I'll just put it out here. The titles of his videos are pretty alarming. I just watched the first one, and it says nothing. He's just watching this TV. Can I just say, wash your fucking walls? Looks like he lives in a pigsty.
Okay, exactly.
Yeah. There you go. That's the link to the channel. And dude,
I'll be right back. Sorry.
Get a life. I don't know who it is. I don't know if it's Harry's brother or is it a Harry's alternate account. I don't know. But we come to stop the YouTube horror Emma666. Emma66, the horror of YouTube. Emma66, the horror of YouTube, gets beat down on ECW. Don't know what that is. And it's just like, whatever.
Is this an actual channel?
Yeah, I just put the link in the chat.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I walked away for just a second. Nope, okay. No, that's not okay either. So don't think that that's going to go well.
So somebody screenshot those, because you might need those for, whatever purpose.
Yep. Because if it's still up, I'll do it myself. So, yeah, because no. So, people have been giving Troll and Annie a really hard time, or some people have. I don't know who would, because honestly, she is keeping a timeline on what has happened. And you can go look at it. You don't have to look at it if you don't want to. But it's there if you do want to keep up with the timeline and all these lies and ridiculousness that's come out of this bitch's mouth.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I for one am grateful for her to do that, to keep the timeline alive, per se. So, you know, they don't want to play these games because no, Harry, nobody's afraid of you in your mommy's basement. Trust me. Okay. Trust me. So that won't go well.
No.
Patman will own your ass. So let's just go there. So, you know, you want to play with this bullshit, go ahead and play with it. And
Yeah,
when it,
no, nobody should ignore Kim. You know, especially with her fuck shit.
right.
But, you know, don't have her up on panels because she says the same damn thing. She just is you want to hear me say this, I will say it.
Well, exactly. That's another thing too, because she, you know, she's all big and badass on her little channel, wants to cop an attitude and show her real self because that's her real self. And then
Mhm.
she goes on everybody else's panels and is, oh, you know, and it's all just monotone. I know. I know. Why did you do that, Kim? I don't know. I know. You know that was wrong, Kim. I know. I know. That's how every confrontation with her goes. Whether it's a confrontation that's vocal or one that's being very calm and kind, like Emma had with her. And
Exactly.
then she wants to come back and say this horrible video that she did that most people luckily haven't seen, which, you know, Kim, that can still get, you know, sent around to the authorities that need to see it. Because clearly you're not telling, you know, your doctors and your counselors and your medical team the truth. Because the first thing they would be telling you to do is, ma'am, log off. So I don't know what you think you're accomplishing, but, you know, you want to go up on everybody's panel and say the exact same thing ever since I've known you. I know. I'm sorry. I know.
Don't
But
know
it
why I do
wasn't it
that.
wasn't Harry's fault. Wasn't Harry's fault. Well, bitch, whose fault is it? Whose fault is it, Kim? It's yours and Harry. You know, Harry gets the free pass every time because you'll come up. You're so obsessed with them, you will come up on all these panels. Oh yeah, it's my fault. Don't blame Harry. Don't blame Harry. Well, okay, then fine. You take all the blame, Kim, because he'll let you take the blame. Just like if anything happened, Kim, he would let you go to jail. Hope you know that. He would let you go to jail.
100%. Good idea, Miley.
Right, Annie. And you were very respectful out of that because boy, that could have made the internet rounds. It could have. But everybody was being respectful to that. And then she had the nerve to come back later and blame everybody that was on that panel that night trying to help her.
Okay, I get it. Yeah.
And exactly, coffee girl. I heard that the other day, and I felt bad at first. I thought, "Oh my gosh, that's so sad." It made me actually even teary, you know, because whenever you and me, I don't know if it's just me or whatever, but anytime I hear about a pet loss, I'll be crying with you. You know, I mean, it's just, you know, because anybody that's been there knows instantly how horrible that feeling is, you know? So
Sure.
it's just so sad. So I'll be just right there crying with you. And so at first I was like, oh, you know, because you think a poor puppy. And so I did. I was actually very tearful over it. And then to find out that, oh, well, it's probably a lie. And I'm thinking, oh my God, this bitch. She probably did lie. Because who would not be watching over a tiny pup? Because these pups, even though they're they're pups, they're getting big, they're still babies. So anybody that's gonna be out with a baby is gonna watch it so it doesn't get hit by a car. I mean, I understand shit happens, but I don't believe you, Kim. I think you're lying.
I
I
don't.
think
Yeah,
that's another lie that you
yeah.
want to tell everybody so you get some sympathy and to try to get Harry back. And Harry has told you over and over, "Oh, I love Alana. No, I don't love Alana. I love Alana." Well, honey,
Alana has her house elf. His name is
exactly.
Carlo. She's a,
Yep.
she'll cheat on him,
Yep.
but she's not going to leave him.
Nope. Nope. That's her meal ticket.
Yep, such as it is.
Yeah, exactly. I think I would have traded up, but hey, whatever. If that's her standard, I'm good. I just whatever, okay? She's got some pretty fucking low standards, but hey, sorry. I'm not going that route.
Oh my god, yeah. So yeah, the standards are pretty low for Alana to attach herself to. That's why she always seems to like her attaching to Mr. T.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, no, it won't matter that he beat up his 70-year-old father. She's going to be, you guys are lying. So
No, exactly. And well, and that was so funny too because, honey, she never turned on him till everybody else did. I
true enough.
thought that was funny.
True
I'm like,
enough.
up here it comes. Because I wondered how long it was going to take. Because if this dude really went to jail, what have you, and whatever, hey, more power to you. Dude, I don't give a fuck. I don't know you in real life. I don't give a shit what happens. But with her, she waited till everybody else made the choice to kick him to the curb. And then she made her video. I'm just so disappointed. Yeah, right, bitch. Stop it. So, no. So get over it. Another Mark, no less, too, because
You
it
know,
was funny too. Because we've
exactly.
seen some blast from the past. I was listening to this last night, and I was just like, that video just cemented everything that everybody has said.
Mm-hmm.
So that was quite interesting. So I'm gonna have one of the gals snag that real quick, and we can react to that sometime coming up because yeah. But no,
But I got to
sorry.
say, Kala, um, he tried to, I think he realized what a nut job she is because he was making up this story about his phone being shut off and all this and I was in Discord, I think it was with you, Kate, we're howling with laughter because he realized, oh no, this woman, she sends 40 text messages in the middle of the night. This is a real crazy bitch, and she does.
Right.
So he's making up that story. And then all this happened. I was never really familiar with him in the first place, so
No, I
mhm.
had when she first went back to be a bodega babe, I lurked a couple times just to watch that train wreck happen, and they didn't even engage really. So I was like, "Oh, okay, that's dead." So but I saw him over there a few times. So that's kind of how I knew who he was. I'm like, oh, okay, well, whatever. And then of course, he'd popped on Lane's panel a couple times, so I'm like, oh, okay. And then with the asylum and people threatening, challenging, Piggy to go to the asylum, please. Anytime that all you have to do is go over to see the absolute train wreck that this stupid bitch is. And it's on my channel. Scroll back, folks. It's not that bad, I promise. Scroll back and find Real Stream Drama. Parts 1 and 2 are both right there. If you want a giggle and want to know what it's like to be on a panel with Alana, that's all you got to do is go back. There is no
I think
speaking
that
to her.
was the first panel that I completely lost my shit. I didn't at first, I was quite
No,
measured. Then it just turned into a scream fest. The second part where she talks, the second live stream where we didn't even bother,
no,
but let her talk her crap. Oh, classic gold.
it was. It was. I mean, right down to the part of, she wanted to say that the fake picture that I caught her using from another woman's gastric bypass surgery, she wanted to go, no, no, it got taken down right away. Bitch, no, it didn't. All kinds of people saw, even the people that were, had an oar in the water for you were going, yeah, we saw it. So, honey, stop it. No. I hate that just flew right out of my head what I was thinking, where that was leading to. But just that's what it was. The picture that she claimed, then what she tried to claim was that this was a stabbing victim's picture
Oh,
that we tried to Photoshop up, and it was some woman that was stabbed 26 times, no less. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Stop it. And then the GoFundMe. The GoFundMe that was clearly you and your house elf behind that bullshit. And that was back in 2015, people. That's how long some of these people have been at this.
yeah.
So please, don't you think I would be in jail? No, honey. I don't know how you got out of it. Maybe it got closed. I don't know. But that clearly was you and him in a scam to try to get people for money. And you used a guy it was a hate crime in Pennsylvania, and he was beaten to death because he died later. And they showed his fiance, and this was a big, huge article in the paper, in the news. And his picture was in the paper along with his, I can't remember honestly now if it was his wife or fiance. I think it was his wife. And, that's the picture that you and House Elf stuck up on a Twitter. My wife got hit by a drunk driver. And how funny that it was the exact same name and the exact same location as where you lived. Oh, but that wasn't us. No, any dollar would help. Well, you know what? The first thing everybody kind of probably caught on to really quick was, Alana, you had a 5 o'clock shadow in that. So, oops, how embarrassing. But you tried to pawn that off as you. Well, and long story short was, you know what she told everybody on Real Stream?
Uh,
That man was alive and well. I don't know what they're talking about. He's alive and well. And then something, it was a guy that got hit by a drunk driver in Mexico. I'm like, stop it. I'm having Aunt Edna flashbacks right now with that stupid story. So it's just like, no, that man was a victim of a hate crime in Pennsylvania and died hours after that picture was taken. So no, he's not alive and well in Running Man world. So stop it, Alana. You're just the biggest fucking liar. Maybe you want to go, hey, Harry's perfect. Kim goes over there and chatties with you, even though she can't stand you because her beloved Harry's over there. So again, Kim, if this is what you want and this is what you want your life to do, fine. But you know what? The minute you try to scam anybody or even hint that you need something or want something, I'm going to make sure. I don't care if I have to create 5,000 accounts. I don't care if I have to figure out how to go live. I will go and tell everybody what you are and what Harry is.
Mm. So
until there's nobody left.
Exactly. I have brought up the Mr. T dispatch call. It's only a couple minutes.
Sure.
So let me get this. Where are we? There it is. Share. And this is Be Our Guest. Our Isaac put it up. So all credit to Isaac.
Yep. Thank you, Isaac.
Okay. It's
40 to the LR16. Go ahead, 42. I'm going to get you 84 to 401 County Road 240. 401 County Road 240 for a verbal disturbance between father and son. 10-4, give us 401 County Road 240. 10-4.
just a pause.
Go ahead, Tom.
I believe that's going to be ours, but multiple units need to respond to that due to our history. I'm 84 from the PD.
Sample. 9, go ahead.
You got prior history on this. This is one that we get like the third-party calls from Facebook Live or whatever.
No, this was the father actually called this time.
Yeah, I'm going to respond to code when they initially called.
10-4. His name is Mr. William Terry, I believe is what he said.
Yeah. Halt, 23.
4 to 2, taser deployed.
9 to 42.
9, go ahead.
10-15, taser deployed.
10-4. 16-42. 16, go ahead. I decided to log I was assaulted by the individual. I'm code 1. Have the jail ready with a straight chair.
Jeez.
10-4.
Damn.
9, 284.
10-4.
He sounded
Wow.
quite traumatized, didn't he?
Yeah, and come on, Mark, you had to have known better than this. The times I've heard the guy, yeah, he seems like, he wants to, have the easy way for everything, if you get my drift. But he
Mhm.
didn't seem like a stupid man either, you know? So he should have known better, because that's one of these people they don't understand. If you are not going to do what law enforcement tells you to do, expect the worst. So, and I feel bad because a lot of times, hey, they get the bad rap. There's good cops, there's bad cops. I get it, but you have to understand that here they let you participate in some of the police training and let you get an idea of what it's like to
Oh.
have to make an absolute split-second decision that would either possibly cost you your life or someone else's, and see how you react. And a lot of people after they take this are like, wow, I knew, but I didn't know, So cut them a break. Around here, you can't give away a police officer's job because they don't want them. They don't want it. They're like, yeah, I'm good, thanks. Because and when I was growing up, it was it was drilled into us. If you need help, you go to an adult, like a school teacher, a doctor, a nurse,
Neighbor. Yeah.
a policeman. And and again, I get that there's bad and there's good. I totally get it. But maybe walk a mile in their shoes first before you quite judge. Because I've seen some nasty shit, and I've gone scratched my head and gone, dude, that's not the Fifth Amendment, or the First Amendment. Sorry, you can't, you just can't judge them right away, and but.
Yeah, the restraint chair was alarming. So yeah, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. people, what is happening? God. Whatever happened to just sitting around shit talking other channels? Now it's gone to war.
I don't know. Oh, I guess our guest is live right now. Isaac's live
Is
with
he?
an update. Yeah, with an update. I don't know. But that's what Annie just trolling. Annie just said he strangled at a cop. Oh shit!
Ooh.
You want to go under the jail for that shit? Don't mess with them or their cars. Trust me. If you hit a police car on purpose, you're fucked. They don't like that. But no, I mean, that's just it. He doesn't seem like a stupid man to me. So either drugs or alcohol was definitely involved here, So yeah, but whatever. But the funny thing too was Alana never said anything. She sat back and watched all this unfold,
Yeah,
which
Miss
I think is
Tarot
funny.
card and putting out positive vibes and
Right.
yeah, sure, honey. You can't
Did
even
you
read the
foresee this? What
card.
happened? Did you
You
foresee
can't
this?
even
Come
read
on,
the
you
cards.
suck.
What she's doing is she's reading about the cards, what they mean from the little manual.
Oh
That's
yeah,
not
come on.
reading cards.
No,
It's like her
no.
Sims play, her
Right. And
gameplay. She just
we
plays crap up.
And and it's funny too because I love she always overshares,
Yeah,
when she's trying to prove that this was him emailing her saying that again, op sirens, that you know, why would he be telling her this for one?
oh, absolutely.
That I've got I know who she is, I'm gonna they could pay, and bullshit. So there was just way too many fingers in that pie for me to go, yeah, right, whatever. And plus some of the people, hey, we may be at odds now, but I know this person. No way, none whatsoever. I don't care what anybody says.
Mm-hmm. Hey, congratulations, Alana, on picking another one.
I know exactly.
Jesus, right.
But she did not. She did not even. She sat and watched all of this unfold first. Then, when everybody else turned on him, she turned on him too. So the whole thing was probably an op. He probably sent her that saying, "Haha, look at this." And I'm going to tease them because I've heard him say it before. We know each other personally. Okay, well, you can know her personally. I knew her personally. But I didn't know her like that because nobody does.
Right.
Nobody. I think when she gets up there, God's going to have to ask. I'm sorry. That's just her prerogative. And hey, whatever. I agree. I'm just like her when it comes to that. So, I can bet you $1 million that email, yeah, he's a scammer just like the rest of them. And he would have gone, okay, pay me. And they pay him. And the information he sent was a car lot in Texas, probably. Who knows? No, not even close. So, yeah, whoever was stupid enough to think he knew and was stupid enough to actually pay him, you got what you deserved. Nothing. So there you go. Some guy that now sitting in the slam going, uh-oh. And, like I said, drugs or alcohol had to be involved in that because you have to know better. You have to know better. So, I mean, stop. Yeah. Oh, okay. Coffee Girl said something. He'd been up for 5 days without sleep. Well, that ought to do it. But what makes you stay up for 5 days? I don't know.
Drugs?
Maybe ask Alana. She would know. She would know. She would know. Why don't you all form a little hug box? It'd be perfect. Hopper, Harry, Kim, Alana. You all deserve each other.
Meth.
So go form a little hug box with Barb. Because and it was funny too because my husband, and he doesn't get too involved with drama. He knows some of the stuff, and but he goes, why do you get so involved with that one lady? And I'm like, well, for one, she's scamming people.
Yep.
And when you start doing that shit, that's what puts you on my radar. I mean, when I first started watching and stuff, because I first saw Barb through Olaf. And that's how I first started. And then I kind of followed the breadcrumbs back and went, oh, okay, well, they have something to do with Mary's Place and some other people that I'm familiar with. I'm like, oh, okay. So then I kind of start peeking over there a little bit more. And because, to the creator, the story was that we were cruel and awful. No, it wasn't really that at all. It was just that I had no idea who she was really talking about most of the time. So we just kind of wandered off. And, again, I'm not going to get on to that again, but that's what happened.
Yeah.
We just kind of wandered away. And then, again, we wandered back. And a lot of this shit was going on with Barb. And yes, when I started really watching her and really saw that, yes, this bitch is a legit scammer. Her and her little pencil neck fucker. They're both scamming. They're going to scam her. They're scamming people. And I'm just like, no, you're not going to do that on my corner of the tube land. It's just no. So if I can help turn the spotlight onto it, that's what I'm going to do. So, I mean, for the longest time, I was putting her social blade on my community tab every day going, gosh, Barb, people just love you. You got 400 more subscribers today. Because she literally went from just after Christmas, because I just tuned in just at the right time. Because she was, I don't know how I did this. I came back from the hospital and all of a sudden, boom, I'm monetized. YouTube be healed. I was like, what the fuck? That's not how this shit works. So I popped up that Social Blade real quick. And you got another good site too. I need to remind me of that one. But so I popped over to Social Blade and looked, and she had like 600 subscribers at the end of December. And then all of a sudden, bam, she, and how they do the statistics. She got 1,340 some subscribers in a month. And it was actually just in a few weeks. And I'm like, no, nobody's buying those, huh? And it pissed me off that she got monetized because she didn't deserve it. There's so many people that really work hard for their content and to create shit and do stuff.
Right.
To get monetized. And she did. She got monetized by scamming. And then I found out, the more I found out, the more I was like, oh, no. You just are nasty. And you just want to be a scammer and act like a nut. Well, you know what, bitch? I'm going to turn the spotlight around and point at you every chance I get. And then that's how, of course, we found out about, and Kim, I thought Kim was more of a hapless victim. No,
That's
Kim,
weird.
you're an active participant. And Barb taught you well. Didn't she? Harry, too.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to say this. And if people want to get upset with me and call me out and make nasty videos about me, more power to you, do it. But if you hang with Harry and if you hang with Kim, please don't speak to me. Just don't do it. Just don't do it.
There is no excuse for supporting that.
There is not. Nothing. No excuse whatsoever, because you know what they are. So please don't come over and go, oh, well, don't judge me because I like everybody. You know what? Nope. That ship sailed. Literally. I still love using that. So don't go there with me, because like I said, I am probably one of the most disliked people on this corner of the YouTube land. I don't care. I mean, I get it. I am a very opinionated, and I am very public about my opinions. Like it or don't, I don't care. Now, most of the time, people pretty much agree with me, but sometimes they don't, and I'm okay with that. But don't ever come anywhere near me if you're going to say a kind word about Kim or Harry. Don't do it. Just please be warned. Be warned. Because I don't want to have to go off and act like the bitch I really truly am. So, I mean, I take that back because I'm really not. I'm, most people that know me behind the scenes know that, if I could help you, I would. I really, really would. If it's just an ear to talk to, or an opinion, or some to pump up your being a little bit, I'm right there. I am more power to you to do it. But
I am too, coffee girl. Nope. Mm-mm.
what exactly, coffee girl? It's just, I'm just not. I'm. It's just the special needs. I've heard that from so many people. Mental illness, mental illness, mental illness. And, one of the things I just caught up on not long ago is, I swear to God, we're going to have to do a drinking game, because this was an old video from several years ago from our favorite Dum Dum. Titus wanted to try to get me to commit suicide. They wanted a dead body. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like flashbacks. It's like, oh dear God, I have to remember this shit. But yeah, it did happen because I was right there front row center and watched it happen. And she still goes with that story. They tried to get me to commit suicide. Are you nuts? Nobody ever wished you harm. Ever. Let's just flash back to that time period. You know what? Just before you faked your death, and you love to forget to tell people you faked your death, you bitch. What you did was, you weren't getting enough attention. People were getting along. You didn't like that. And so you had been backed into so many lies. We were really just, she knew you from January 21st and the time. She had that shit down. She remembers. So you must have fucked her over if she remembers that well, okay? Now, we didn't have the pleasure till a few months later. Yeah, we knew who you were in January, but I didn't have the personal up close until March. And then later in March, it exploded even worse.
Hello,
And
Linda. Welcome.
you had backed yourself into such a corner that you didn't know what to do. So you faked your death. You faked your death on April 8th. Because I was sitting here unwinding from a very nice evening with hubby. We're hanging out, and after this is one of the things why I hold my comments for review. So if you do leave a comment on my channel, I'm sorry, I do get to it. I do see them. I do appreciate them, but just know I do hold them for review for stupid shit like this. I looked at my channel. I'm like, and it said, this is Carlos's so-and-so. I just wanted to let you know that she was in a car accident. She had a heart attack and she died.
Mm-hmm. Did we lose you, Kate? Kate! Jump off and jump back in again. And that's what started the bullshit with Alana. Was that right there?
Sorry about that. We had something weird happen, so we were just checking it out. Sorry about that.
You muted. Okay, all right.
Yes, I did. I am sorry. It was kind of last second, but yeah, I do. Thank you, Kala. Really appreciate that. And my community posts, they're not that bad. Scroll through, but you're going to find a lot of the shit that we're talking about. And again, there are so many damn dirty deleters. It's so scary. But you know what? Glory does not dirty delete. It's all there. All of it. If you just want some giggles, some laughs, go back and listen to some of this stuff. Because we are honestly reacting to what Dum Dum has done. I'm just trying to keep the timeline accurate and straight. Because, like I said, the video that I got to lurk a little bit and catch last night was hilarious. Because I'm just going, wow, this just vindicates everything we've ever said. Because here it is coming, you know, they don't know me in my personal life. They don't do this. They don't do that. And it's like, you know what? I don't have to know you in your personal life. Do you know why? Because you put your personal life all over the internet for everyone to see, right down to who your doctors are, what hospital you're going to be in. Please call them if you don't believe me. And you have to take the story to the next. The story was already absurd. And then you've got to take it to the very next absurd level to where everybody's going, that's impossible. Sit down, bitch. Stop it. So that's what you are to everyone. So again, you know, if you want to get in all this bullshit, stop it. You know, nobody finds you relevant. Nobody wants to talk about you. Go back to your fake ass tarot bullshit, because that's what it is. And you know, that little video that you put up not long ago trying to prove that that's who that was and he was messaging you and this is what he was saying, which again, who gives a fuck? Because it was a lie. He's going to give them false information because you know why? Because he don't know. He doesn't know. So yeah, he was going to let somebody send him money thinking they're going to be all giddy to get information that they wanted to know. It was going to be a fucking lie. So again, sit down with your bullshit. But you know what? You showed so much on your screen that day. Maybe you better go back and slow that video down.
Yeah,
Look
she
to
does.
me.
Oh my God, she doxes constantly herself.
Oh, exactly. Exactly. Hope you're not getting too many phone calls there, house elf. So, and I'm not going to bother. I don't give a fuck. I think it's hilarious. But you know what? You showed all kinds of stuff in your descriptions, in your emails, and your spam, and what have you. You know what? For somebody who has a $300,000 house,
Yeah, there's a
what?
lot of fans around.
Well, that and you know, she's getting these messages to, you know, you can apply for a prepaid MasterCard at zero whatever. You know what, sweetie? The only time you get those kind of messages are when you don't have no fucking credit.
Mm, yeah.
And you got to pay for it. I remember when I first met my husband all those years ago, I'd just had more established credit. That just is me. And he didn't have a lot of established credit. He got excited they were going to give him a credit card and it was only going to cost him $29. I'm like, dude, let me tell you something. If they want you to pay for the credit card, you suck. I said, no, we're not going to do that. And ever since, we've been in FICO score wars ever since. And it's hilarious. But, you know, so he figured that out pretty quick. If you're getting offers for prepaid cards and up to this limit and whatever, that's you're a broke bitch. Sit down.
No, sit down.
Okay. And some
Oh,
other little telltale things came up there too, to where she's reaching out to some of the tarot readers, and I bet you she's using half else's money to pay for these readings that she reacts to. I'll
ooh.
show
See, I
you a
don't
couple of the
pay
screenshots
attention.
that I got. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's
Oh,
and it's one of them's like, "Hi, Alana, thanks for reaching out." It was one of the tarot readers, you know. So she's probably throwing them $5 or $10 to get this weird general reading, because I just absolutely just find that hilarious. I don't listen, don't get excited, girl. I click off after 5 or 10 minutes because it's so stupid. I just laugh, you know. But she's, you know, they're giving some sort of general reading, and these, you know, these readers, and I'm not bunking nobody's thing, you know. Hey, cool. If you're a tarot reader, cool. You know, more power to you. But me personally, I'm going to just go with hard work and good thinking and solid values to make sure I succeed. That's how I'm going to do it. I'm not going to turn to the cards. And, you know, like I will and I agree with what they said. I think they actually said this in a live the other day, that I'll read the fortune out of my fortune cookie, but I'm not going to take it much further.
Yeah,
I'm not going to,
I
I'm
may,
going to meet the tall, dark stranger. Okay, cool.
yeah, I may even play the numbers that they give me for the lottery. Never
Yeah,
worked,
there you go.
but
Yeah,
that's as far as
right. But I
but
am not going to
yeah.
sit there and listen to some chick with pointed fingernails that just drives me fucking nuts. Wants to go tap all the way. And
Mhm.
nope, I just see someone out there. It's so fucking general. It could apply to anyone. And she's in the background going, see, there's your karma dummies.
And most people that frequent tarot channels or go to tarot readers, they also know their shit. So they're not going to go over to your channel and listen to your not even beginner bullshit that you don't even have proper cards and you're reading from the instruction manual. These people know better than that. They're going for somebody that's actually got a little charisma and karma, or not karma, has a talent with that kind of stuff.
Right.
I don't personally believe it. Don't put anything into that. I think they're very pretty. And for entertainment value, I'd probably do it.
Sure,
Just like,
absolutely.
yeah, but I don't fuck around with that shit. I don't believe it. It's too generalized. Same with Ouija boards,
Oh,
uh, you
those
know,
are scary. Those are
yeah,
just
yeah,
weird.
no. I mean, you do you, boo. If you want to call up Pazuzu and all that,
Right. I mean,
I'm
yeah,
still
it's
gonna
like, yeah,
exit stage left.
right. But it's, you know, to hear her react to those, it's just like, release the hounds. They're going after you. It's like, whatever, whatever your warped little brain wants to come up with, go for it.
Mhm.
Because you're the queen of bullshit stories.
No telling
So,
that, you're right. I mean, Atticus that denounces um fortune telling and all that stuff. And I'm pretty sure there are other passages in the Bible. Yeah, no future telling. Yeah,
right,
exactly.
exactly. And so, it is what it is. But, she does this. So, that's how I think she got a little time out too, not long ago, because one of them tarot readers probably got pissed that she's sitting there playing their content all the time.
Mhm.
And she wants to say, oh, well, I pat you on the head and go, I shout you out, but then I just delete it afterwards. Well, yeah, I'm sure. Okay. Then we're thrilled about that. They don't want you playing their shit. And you probably already got one comeuppance from it. That's why you don't do it as much.
Mhm.
And again, hun, while we're on you, the story of the dog bite has gone how many
Oh.
times now it's changed. But my whole point is, you're a liar. Maybe you did break your fingers. Who knows? Generally, that type of injury is from a clenched fist. So that wouldn't surprise me. You punch something. Wouldn't surprise me at all.
Mhm.
So there's that. But if a strange dog broke the skin like you claim because this dog got a hold of your hand and tried to twist you to the ground,
Yeah.
you would have been having not only a tetanus shot, ma'am, you would be having rabies shots because you told that story. I have it on two different places where you told the story that they never caught the dog. You just suspected it was a neighbor's dog. Well, whatever. The dog was not found. And if there was any kind of law enforcement involved, like you said there was, that's an automatic report
Yeah.
that has to be filed. So again, miss me with your gallant bullshit lies for whatever sympathy.
I
I
think
can't
Truth
do
has
my
got a
cards.
point. Yeah, Truth has got a point, and got my own theory. I think she put her hand through the drywall in a fit of rage.
That's what I'm thinking too, because that type of injury is from most often a clenched fist.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody with the background will tell you that's what the metatarsal bones are, and that's probably what happened. Or like Truth said, she probably got bit by one of her own dogs. Wouldn't surprise me, because and Kim's going to be going there too, because again, Kim, I hope you're listening to me. I really do, because those dogs don't respect you, they fear you, but that will only be for so long.
Yep. You will cross the line, especially with pits.
Oh yeah.
I love those dogs dearly, but you need to respect the breed.
Yes. And she doesn't.
Nope.
Not even a little bit. She's constantly yelling at them. And yes, there's been, speculation that and I know she's done it. I think it was right after the puppies were born. She walked away she had a bagel, I think with some cream cheese on it or something, sitting at the desk. And Daisy walked by and copped a lick of that bagel. She didn't even get the whole bagel. She just copped a lick, and Kim caught her doing it, and she swatted her for it.
Oh.
And now any other times I don't know about, but that time it was very clear because it was on camera. You could see the little tongue come out, and she licked that bagel. She was going to go for a snag of that bagel, and Kim caught her.
Oh.
And she screamed at her, and no, and she, it wasn't on camera, the hit, but you could hear her swat her.
Right.
So, it's just like Alana hit her dog. I've got that. I still have that video. So, it was clear that you did it. There were so many different versions of the story afterwards. It was ridiculous, but you can clearly hear because the dog yelped. Now, I don't know. I don't think Daisy yelped or anything, but she did swat her. And that just does not teach the dog anything. So, Kim, you don't deserve animals. You don't need to have animals. You can't afford them. Hey, Annie Janny, you can't afford them. So you don't need animals.
So this was just given to me in Discord to show the scam. Now this is on Twitter. This is what she denies. I hope you guys can enlarge that and see. I don't know if it works on my end.
Yep, that's it, all right.
Yeah, this is when she was pulling a scam for GoFundMe. She said she was in an accident. This is a victim. This is a male. This is a victim of a hate crime.
Yes, it is. It's a man.
And he died soon after this photo was taken.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And they tried to use this in a scam that my wife was hit by a drunk driver. How convenient that it's your city, your name. And there's more to that text. So there we go. There it all is. So, yes. And that's what's 2015. And her big thing is, well, if that was true, I'd be in jail. No, no, you got away with it. I don't think you ever got a dime off of it because she wanted to say that GoFundMe is still active. No, it's not. No, it's not.
So what I got beside this is the news article on this actually happened May 3rd the article of 2009. So she went looking to post this in 2015, but it says in Shenandoah, PA, after last week's acquittal of two Pennsylvania teenagers charged with the fatal beating of Luis Ramirez, July 12, 2008. The civil rights group Mexican American Legal Defense and Educational Fund has called on the U.S. Justice Department to intervene. It was time for the Department Justice to step in and bring justice to the Ramirez family and send a strong message that violence targeting immigrants will not be tolerated and will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Okay. Witnesses that the night of the attack reported that a group of teens, including 17-year-old Brandon Pekarski and 19-year-old Derek Donachak, were charged in Ramirez's death. Used ethnic slurs as they repeatedly punched the 25-year-old Mexican immigrant, knocked him to the ground, and then kicked him several times in the head. Ramirez died of his injuries 2 days later. A county jury acquitted Pekarski on the charges of third-degree murder, voluntary manslaughter, and involuntary manslaughter. That's where it cuts off. But you can see this is not Alana.
Exactly. And that's just it. She's never does her homework on any of this shit she tries. And she's caught because she clearly states at Real Streams Live that day that that person is alive and well. So, wrong. That was your scam. You got busted and you tried to use it. It didn't work. And I do believe that was right around the time they were being evicted.
Yep.
The one time. Because
yeah.
that court case comes right up too. So, and I love how the story changes so much all the time. Well, that's not her name. That's not his name. Huh. Just like, Barb tried to pull that shit too. When I go to the hospital, I go under a secret identity.
And she's got, 2 social security numbers.
Yeah, I heard about that one too. I thought, well, that's interesting. Exactly. That's about the only word that comes up to say with that one is fraud.
Oh, fraud. Not supposed to have it. But then she did the house fire, and she was passing off police or the fire report.
The Canadian fire report.
RCMP police report on this fire in Houston.
And she tried to backpedal that one. Well, her landlord was Canadian. Oh, and I have to shout him out. I haven't seen anything from him in a long time. But Ham Planet Window Liquor, I hope you are well. I miss you. Oh.
Oh yeah, I do. I know he skulks around. Occasionally he'll pop in and say hi, but he hasn't for a couple of months.
Yeah, I miss him. I do. I miss him. So, but yeah, I mean, come on. So much shit she's tried to pull up until recently too, where she likes to want to say, if you want to, blame me for my past and keep bringing up my past, I hate to tell you this, but it's 2024 and your fuckery has continued right along. It's never stopped. Oh, I was off the internet because when she went to jail, again, wasn't us that sent your little ass to jail. It was someone else.
Mm-hmm.
And that case was dismissed. You're right. For lack of further evidence, it was dismissed by grand jury, no less. And it was dismissed without prejudice. So it could come back if wanted to.
Yes.
Now, he won't because he's scared of you. That's the only reason it got dismissed the way it is. But the part that they held up, ma'am, was you harassed a policeman. That's what you did. You harassed law enforcement, and that bit you in the ass. You had to plead. You want to pretend like that was all in your favor, and the judge took one look and dismissed it. No, hon. That went for months. And that was part of your karma as far as I'm concerned. You had to squirm for months over that to wonder what was going to happen to you. We knew you weren't going to go to jail. Stop it. Now, would I've loved to seen you along the highway and community service? Absolutely.
And hey, I've
Absolutely.
got your mugshot portrait, which I will have forever. I love it.
Yep.
I even thought of printing it out and framing it, and then I thought, no, that's just weird. That's Sam and Yabba weird. No thanks.
I was so funny when Olaf did the one, and God love me, I need to learn to. There's so many sides of YouTube I want to be on at the same time, and I just can't do it.
I
But
know there's too many.
the Olaf one that she just did of Angie was hilarious. Oh my God, I was front and center on that, and I had to watch the replay. But I watched every second of it, and I was just dying because with the Yaba and her, the feud with the burning of the pictures and putting it, setting it on fire, setting it down a little creek. I was cracking up. I'm like, oh, I love this. Talk about a breakup. That was hilarious. But
And
and
Miley, I just to interrupt. Sorry, Kate. Miley,
no,
it's on
no,
Kate Wax Lovers community tab. Just scroll down and you'll find it.
it is. You might have to go through a few pictures of like my, sarcastic stupidity coming out, and some food here and there, some food. Oh no, but yeah,
Part one,
it's worth
part
it.
one
It's
has
there.
Kate and I on it, and part two has just Alana on it, and both are worth the watch.
Yeah, and I think Kala was in there. I think a lot of people were in that live that day because the part one we knew was coming. And so, I mean, what did you think? That I wasn't going to pop up there? I'll pop up there anytime. Anytime. But I knew what it was going to entail because I've seen you on panel plenty of times to know
Thanks,
that
Kala.
you think that the loudest bitch is the one that's going to be telling the truth and heard. No, that's not how it works. It's not. So I know what it's like being on a panel with you, and ugh, I wouldn't do it because it's just a shit show. And that's what you turned, CJ's stream into, was a shit show. But the people were there for it because he only really was more interested in you because you faked your death. He'd never really known anybody that faked their death. It's like, well, which time? It's like, let's talk about the weight loss surgeries. Which one? And there's like 4 or 5 of them at this point. So stop. Everybody gets what you are. So, go be a bodega babe. Go hang with Harry. We don't really care. But just stop inserting yourself where nobody wants you. Right. Oh, exactly, Kathy. And that's interesting you brought that up because, like I said, I'm going to have to sick our archivist on that video and get it downloaded because, oh, the stories are so different than what she spews today. So I love it. I absolutely love it. So, because no, I mean, this live that I caught part of the other day, I was just like, oh my God, I love it. She basically confirms all her lies in a little over an hour. I'm like, oh, I like it. So, but again, we all have everything you've ever done. I know certain people that have everything you've ever done, ma'am. All of it. So, you can't roll it back now. And so, Kim, that's just what you have coming for you.
Exactly.
Oh, good night, Cass. Hope you have a good one, honey. So it's just stop. So if you want to be like you're headed down this path, and Kim, you're never going to change, Kim. So people are just going to have to watch. And we learned our lesson. Now it's kind of fun. We just let other communities find out about Alana by themselves. Just like, okay, go on, run over there, please.
I know it's hard to warn people.
It is.
Emma, admits that people warned her not to give money to Kim or help her. But sometimes you just have to do it yourself.
Well, yeah, and again, I felt so bad for her because I know that it didn't have anything to do with her. I could just see her going, oh, those dogs, because
Yeah.
the dogs, everybody's been through so much with those dogs. We felt bad for the dogs because, this is not the dog's lot in life that they got an owner that sucks. I mean, it's sad that that's what's happened. So I think a lot of people want to just do whatever they can. Like when we tried to do that live just to give her advice
Mm-hmm.
and, thinking that would help. No, she doesn't care. All she cares is about is how she's going to get attention for the next fix. And, I just don't know. I just don't know what she thinks is going to happen.
Yeah, and and I pay attention when people say, I'm going, okay, I gotcha, but I
Yeah.
need to go and see. I need
Right.
to watch a few videos. I need to, just see on other panels and other channels. I won't necessarily engage with them other than being like polite if they say hello. But I also am taking what other people are telling me seriously so I can form my own opinion, you know.
Exactly. Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
all this time, even Alana has said, oh, well, they're still ruining my reputation. No, hun,
Me
you had no reputation except for I had already seen your name plenty of times pop up on the farms because I was reading about Angie Ree at the time.
Uh-huh.
And I saw your name pop up several times. So I'm like, oh, well, and you were termed a person of interest. You never really had much say on the farms except to be pointed and laughed at because you were so stupid. Because, I mean, from what I understand, she couldn't even edit her posts or do anything.
Oh yeah.
She couldn't delete anything, because they knew better.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
So,
no, she was, I think no, I'm not sure. But she was harassing Noel, sending him, what she does, she likes to overdo it
oh,
because
yeah.
farmers were like pretty much telling her to fuck off.
Right.
And she thought she could report everybody, and he just went, yeah, here, you can have this banner. You've lost. I'm not going to kick you off the site, but you've lost ownership of your own
Right.
account. She can
Exactly.
post, but she can't edit unless she requests help from a mod.
Yep.
And what she puts out there stays there. She cannot delete it.
Yes. Yes. And so, that part I had known, and I learned something new too. I'm not going to bring that up right now, but I thought it was funny because everybody knows that I'm not that person, so it's fine. It was funny, but yeah. So she wants to, and I love that she uses them as a weapon. I think that's just hilarious, and they just roll their eyes. I could see the eye rolls. It's like, oh my God, stop! So you're not impressing anyone with your threats.
Grandma, you
So
did.
I mean, stop it.
Yeah.
And my God. So, and Angie, please sober up. You crushing your arm in however many places. You don't be such a big baby. My disabled nephew fell and hurt himself in a similar fashion. And he was back at doing stuff in just a few weeks. And he's got plates and screws in his arm too. Suck it up, bitch.
I have plates and screws in my shoulder.
Exactly.
I'm not whinging and whining about it.
Right. Why no? And nowadays they don't put you in a hard cast after you've had plates and screws, not till later. They might put her in a hard cast later
Hmm.
because they eventually did him. But you have to wait for that incision to start healing because you got to put ointment and take care of it and all this other shit. So you'd be at the doctor's office every day getting your fucking cast redone. And it's like, yeah, no. So they just put you in a soft splint that you can take on and off.
Yeah, I saw
And
her unwrapping her bandages and
yeah,
showing everybody the incision. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're in your mid-40s. You're not 10 showing all your buddies at school your big boo-boo.
Well, I know, and that was so funny. And I wonder if that was how long after that she was snoring on her live again.
Oh, and those
How embarrassing. I mean, come on, Angie, stop it.
does she
You
even
know?
does she even have credibility with Bounty's group anymore?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't
I
heard
I haven't
anything.
been over there in a long time.
No,
So
I
I have
haven't either.
no idea.
Nope, I haven't either. So, I mean, who knows with that? Uh, I've seen some of the regulars in other areas. I haven't seen him in a long time. So, but I think I saw Nikki C somewhere else, and
Mhm.
I know Deb. She just said I just had surgery and an organ removed, and I'm up cleaning. And that's partly because you're a woman too. Damn it!
Yeah.
Stop it. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's a
Hey,
little superhero.
sunshine, sunshine always trumps live streaming on YouTube.
Oh,
So,
amen. Oh my God. I know normally this weekend we just decided to kind of just take a chill. It's been very hectic. So, I just did the usual fare. I'm making a pulled pork barbecue, got in the crock pot cooking,
yeah.
coleslaw and corn on the cob and potato salad and just, the average Memorial Day fare without, forgetting that, please put your flag out because, this country is what used to be great, but, a lot of men and women gave their lives for it. So acknowledge it. It's not about the barbecue. So, but
Oh.
I would have
Now
much rather have been at the lake, but nah, it didn't
I
pan out this
know, I
weekend.
know.
So it is what it is.
I have to say, in Angie's world or in that sector of the world, Bounty did actually have a big crowd, so he did have some credibility.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, come on. Who doesn't love to watch a whole bunch of drunks get drunk and act like idiots? I mean, that was,
I have to say the drama that usually popped off on his channel was pretty entertaining.
yes, yes, it was. Oh, Death, feel better, honey. We don't
Aw,
know. None of that. None of that, ma'am.
no being sick.
Get your extra vitamins, please.
Oh, yeah, Alana was the biggest joke on the farms.
She really was. I mean, it's like, come on.
And her
And
trying to be the one that instructed YouTube on how the farms was, and that,
oh,
she was making it like she was in with the in crowd over there, and I'm oh the cringe factor.
yeah, exactly. You were in the in crowd, all right. You were in the in
Oh,
outhouse. Oh,
yeah, she tried. Yeah, they took that away. The farms is not your friend. Even farmers fight between themselves on the farms. So, you pretending to have any clout over there is, really not a wise thing. Ah,
and she still tries to use that, which I just think is funny. I mean, now I just, anything she says, again, there's very few people they open their mouth, I just roll my eyes, and she's definitely one of them. She's one of the top ones because she's been a thorn in my side for long enough. So it's
hmm
like, ugh, ugh. But Kim, you're running up there in second place behind Barb. And yes, Kim, I will say it again, you are as bad as Barb.
Yeah, she took offense to that comparison.
Well,
I'm
she
not
could be
like
reminded a
Barb.
lot.
Oh, honey. Pulling money from people, lying to them about it. Listen, if I'm not against giving money if there's a need, but making shit up to create a need so people can give you money, because why not?
Right.
Then you're just as bad as Barb, if not
Yeah,
worse.
that's right. Because that was a scam. She knew that she didn't need dog food or anything like that.
Yeah.
Now, and again, I'm not really sure exactly what the deal is. Has to do probably with this laptop of some sort, because, she got this laptop and is sending it to Harry now? No, no, no. For one, you should be happy marching your little happy ass to the pawn shop and getting, even if it's $25 for that shit. Take the other one too, because you know what, Kim? You really don't need to be streaming live right now anyways. You don't. You don't need to be on here. And you have told everybody lie after lie that you're taking breaks, so you're not going to come on anymore. And you do. Here you are. You say all the time, well, my family wouldn't be happy if they knew I was online. Of course they wouldn't, because they know you're not mentally capable of stopping yourself from shopping and scamming people. I mean, you stole that money. Oh, right. There's no pawn shops. Wrong. Just take that shit. Stand right there by the border, Kim. You can do 1 foot in the US and 1 foot out. And go, here's the laptop. Here's the laptop. $25. $25. Somebody will buy it, Kim. And then you just march your happy ass right back in the house and PayPal that right over to the people you owe it to, which is Emma. So don't even. Oh yeah. I mean,
Wow.
if you look at Angie, she posted pictures of like her legs. Hun, your kidney and liver is failing. That's edema. Her skin's beet red. Her legs are swollen.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, sadly, it looks to me like she packed on every ounce that she recently had lost.
Oh, more than that. Or she's getting up to her biggest weight ever. She's drink. And it's not by food, it's by liquor.
Oh, exactly. Oh, big time. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Alcohol at its finest.
yeah.
But it's killing her.
It is.
I mean,
I'm sure she's diabetic. Her liver's been damaged big time. If she had any other health concerns, it's probably rearing up its ugly head. She probably got fatty liver disease on top of alcohol induced whatever.
right. Cirrhosis.
Thank you.
Yep. That's coming. So if she doesn't do something now, and I love how she wants to, oh, I was sober when I fell down. I doubt that, Angie. I don't think you've been sober in a while. I don't think you've had a sober moment in months.
If you're starting your streams up at 6 a.m. having a drink, then no, you've not had a sober moment for quite some time.
Right. Because I remember I lurched for a while back, because I mean, she was, she had been, she's always done drugs, but, and this is by her own admission, so don't come at me for nobody for that. She had not been, she has been an alcoholic, but she'd been dry for like 7 years. And then when she went over to Bounty's, that's the drinking crew. Cheers, love you, mean it, cheers, And
Yeah.
hey, that's fine. If that's what they're into, that's fine. The V-bar thing's a big deal. There's a lot of them. So, but she felt that she had to take that extra step to fit in. And apparently, it was funny. Alana got up there and faked it. Like she was drinking, but she wasn't. That was hilarious. And so, but Angie wasn't faking. She started drinking again. And then she used the excuse once it was for her birthday. Well, then she was going to quit a month later. And it was a month later. And that was how many years ago? Several years ago. So you wrecked that, Angie. You did that yourself to fit in. And it's sad because you have a son to think of. And you want to sit there, and I heard it come out of your mouth that you're a good mother? When?
No, 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 no.
When?
The first inkling of you being a bad mother was when you were begging your subscribers to send you secondhand clothes for your kid.
Yeah. Yep, that was sad.
When you
There really
couldn't
was.
even come up with enough money to take them to a secondhand store, and there are resources where you're that bad off that you can go and get clothing for free if you're on that, but you never allowed your expenses because she's on disability, and so you have enough money for your rent, which should be, when you have a child, your absolute first priority, and then food, and then, well, put it in your own order, um and clothing, and making sure your son is fed, healthy, and sheltered. Then you come in as a mother.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, but you weren't. You were prioritizing your drugs and your alcohol
Yep.
before
Yep.
your shelter, because how many times were you on begging people to help you with your rent?
Yep. Yep. Expenses and,
Yeah.
then, and with a child there, she was letting
Yeah.
like wackos come into the house and
Mm.
stay and squat and, do whatever. I mean, one of them, she said she had to get a new couch because they stunk up her couch so bad. And it's like, okay. Then I remember she did a couple live streams I heard about to where she was scared because she did some, drug dealer wrong or something. And now they were after her and shit. And I'm like, oh shit. And you've got a kid. What are you doing? Why are you bringing strange people into your home to put you and your son's safety at risk? I just
And they
didn't,
ripped
I
her off.
couldn't fathom that.
Yeah. They stole all her rings. And I remember her getting on panel and being pissy because they stole her rings. What the
Yeah,
fuck did you expect? You were lucky if that was all they took.
exactly. Or that you didn't, end up dead. So, and then they just living in your skin for the rest of the time, while your mummified remains hang in the corner somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So no, and I just couldn't believe that. So now, I mean, it was just, I hadn't checked into her in a little while. I mean, I knew she had broke her arm, but and I love that she wanted to say how she was sober. I'm like, yeah, okay, no, no,
And she was
and
pissed because the doctors wouldn't give her any painkillers. Well, no,
exactly,
you're
come on,
self-medicating, you know.
right, right, and so you're killing yourself, and apparently you just don't care. Because that's what's going to happen. But when I saw Olaf's video, I was like, oh my God,
She really
what
went.
the hell? You know? And again, these are the kind of people that you attract. I'm sure sober they might be perfectly nice people, but Daruski, there you go, bud. I mean,
Brewski,
yeah.
really?
I was like,
Holy shit.
right, right. I'm like, y'all must be so proud. So, but I mean, it's just, oh my God, I'm sorry. Just take my ass out back. If I am ever doomed to end up on a live stream in nasty lingerie, flirting with so fucked up drunks that can't even talk, just take my ass out back, please. Just do it. Wait me down at the lake and I'm good.
Oh, I know. It's terrible. Oh, that's her life. That's her life. It's passing out on stream and then e-begging because she can't make her rent.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeller treatment.
Exactly, Annie. Dear God. I mean, stop.
Oh,
No.
hell. And and I speak with a little authority on her because unfortunately we share the same city. So when I say there are resources for her to go to, I
You
know,
know.
I
Yes.
know, and I, I'm glad she's on the other end of the city from me. I don't.
Really. I still would have thought that'd have been funny for you to go get the dog. Rescue the dog.
Oh no, no,
She
I know. I made the joke because one of my favorite Chinese buffet restaurants is right across the street from her apartment. Yeah, I know where she lives. Shut up, mind your business.
right.
So the joke was that I would go and skulk around her apartment complex and rescue Oreo.
Right. Because
I
she
never did. Don't take this out of context.
no, of course not. No, but it was just behind the scenes funny because we were pissed off, honestly, because she's another one that doesn't need animals.
Yep.
She was given the dog edibles. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
She
Because
was
it was a
giving the
puppy and
dog
making too
edibles.
much noise, and I wanted attention while she was live streaming. So she was drugging the dog.
Yeah. Yep. She was. Yeah, and we won't talk about what she did to her cat because that still pisses me off. And no. So there's another one that doesn't deserve animals. Another fucking Fruit Loop.
Ugh.
So
Yeah.
no.
She let the lizard die of neglect. I think they had some kind of a lizard.
It was a bearded dragon.
Beer. Oh, fuck's sakes.
Yep. Yep. Bearded dragon. And then she had fish of whatever kind. And, she's just too much. Yes, Kala and me are on the same page on that one. We're pretty fucking livid about that shit. Still.
You put the rabid dog down, Miley. Old Yeller is a book, and then it was a movie back in the early 70s.
I think it was. I think it was even before that, maybe the '60s, late
Yeah.
'60s or something. Yeah.
Yeah, Old Yeller had the hydrophobia, which is rabies.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, the gerbils. Yes, don't forget the gerbils. No, that was hilarious. Oh my God.
Don't make me do it.
No doubt. No doubt.
Poor Oreo, I know. I was almost half serious about rescuing poor Oreo.
Oh, I know. I mean, because he's a dog. I won't say anything else. My
Yeah.
God. But yes, Kim. Let's get back to you, Kim. What are you? You better be getting ready to. You need to, in new light of things, Kim. That Harry's going to get a laptop. You're going to get a shoe up your ass. You better take your happy ass and sell whatever you got to sell. Better be sticking your diamond art out there and selling that shit.
Well, somebody said that they didn't have any pawn shops in Nogales, so closest one would be Tucson.
Well, like I said, she can stick one foot on the border and go, I got a laptop, $50. Come on.
True enough.
So it is what it is. Somebody buy it. If I were her, I'd be going door to door. Hey, I'm a piece of shit and I scammed some really nice lady on YouTube out of money. And now they're upset with me and I need to pay it back.
Do they have Kijiji in that part of I was going to say Nevada, sorry. Arizona?
I don't know.
Guess you could do that. Or there might be a local website that she can put on, like a buy and sell thing.
Oh, she did have a second cat. I forgot about that, Kala. I don't know. I haven't seen it lately either. Oh, God.
No, mind you, I don't frequent Angie's page unless I Unless somebody makes a video about it.
Right, same here, because I'm not subscribed to her either. So I know it's a mess in Discord. We're like, somebody share the link quick. I don't know what it is. Oh shit. So,
Yeah,
but
Krista, good. Facebook Marketplace. She's got a Facebook page.
hey, yeah. I mean, come on. She's buddy with all these neighbors that she has. So why doesn't she go to a neighbor and say, hey, I need to, get up a little bit of money. Do you know anybody that would want to buy this laptop? Because I'm sorry, I don't believe that, I just don't think that either one of them, I think she bought one and then she bought a new one because she wasn't happy with the secondhand one that she got. So, but I think she bought them both. I think she had to give money. That other person probably said, hey, I'll sell you this one for $50. And then she got it, didn't like it, and then ordered something else. Because again, she has a shopping addiction. It's clear.
Yeah.
With her diamond art shit. And then because she gets all postal. Oh, no, I didn't. I don't have this. Because that's how one of the things you can tell. I agree with somebody else that said that you could tell when she's lying when she goes from 0 to 60 in 2 seconds and starts getting really mad. So, no, Kim, no.
Yeah, all the ones that do this fuck shit, they delete it after.
Well, exactly, they do.
You stand on your lies or your bullshit you put out there.
Yes, exactly, and that's just it. It's futile because people know what to expect from you, and so it is recorded and archived away.
And they wouldn't do that if you weren't so shady about your content.
Exactly. So I mean, I love that they want to, we're such liars. Oh, really? Go back. Yeah, go back and tell me where. Because again, the one thing that was so funny, and I think I was touching about this a little bit earlier, the one thing that she still likes to go with, no, nobody, you faked your death. Somebody called twice to find out if you were dead. It doesn't matter. It was trolls that came in. The one troll came in with the name of the place. We all knew it anyways because you said it 2 days before. Or just before you faked your little death, you said something about it. Plus, it's all over Kiwi Farms. Not that we had anything to do with that. It was already there.
Mm-hmm.
So when the person who was Penelope is Preggers is the one that put it in the chat, the name of it. Somebody else Googled a phone number, Sukina, and put it in the chat.
Yep.
Now, just because it might have really been the place, he answered the phone. Back then, right. And back then, who really knew? But if you hear the clips of it, you could positively tell that was him.
And when you phone a business, and I have said this before, when you phone a business, the business identifies itself saying, good evening, this is Auto Mall, so-and-so speaking. How can I direct your call?
Right.
That's how you know you've answered a phone, a business.
Right.
You don't answer the business phone saying, hello.
Exactly. So again, all that was done that day was a phone call because how are we harassing you or doxing you if you're dead, ma'am? Because you were supposed to be dead. And I still have the video that supposedly showed your wrecked car. And all you hear in the background is of you breathing so damn hard.
Because you were damn near 500 pounds at that point.
Right. And so that was classic. Here's the wrecked car. I'm like, nope. Sorry, not even happening. But that was him that answered the phone. Now, before all this even happened, do you know the old saying, and other communities have used this? We wanted to dead you out. That was, we wanted to erase you from our lives. We never wanted to hear your name again. We never wanted to hear your voice again. We wanted you to leave us alone. So we, as all the communities that were involved with you that wanted to, we were going to have a wake. That's what that was all about. So where she got that we wanted to actually harm her was hilarious. Because again, ma'am, I challenge you to come where anybody has ever said that. You still can't put it up.
You can't put
You
it up. And it
still,
was. We say wake now, but we did use the word funeral, but
oh yeah,
with
yeah,
the
yeah.
FUN in
Right.
capitals.
The fun or
The
roll.
fun.
Yeah.
And
The
that's where
fun
she
roll.
went and ran with it, and she thought we were going
Right.
to murder her.
Right. Exactly.
Holy
Exactly.
shit.
Like the Chicago bullshit.
Oh,
You know? I mean, that was classic too. Stop it. You never were in Chicago. There's two versions of that story now on video. Thank you so much. And you didn't see Carlos because you told us that we didn't see Carlos in the airport because he was parking the car. And then we were like, where's your luggage? Oh no, Carlos dropped it off at the airport that morning. No, dear. As a frequent traveler, I can tell you since 9/11, you cannot at any airport anywhere drop your shit off and leave it. You can only drop luggage off within a certain time frame of your confirmed flight. So he couldn't have possibly dropped your luggage off that morning when you're dealing with a flight in the early evening. Impossible. And I promise you this too. If you and your luggage aren't on the plane, they halt everything and find out why. And if you don't show up on that plane, your luggage is pulled off. Thank you, Lockerbie.
Yep.
So that's why that shit's that way.
If nobody knows about Lockerbie, then you need to Google it.
Yeah, because it's horrible. Nobody, it's terrible. Again,
it's awful. I remember the news.
Right.
Anyway, let's.
Well, yeah, it was
the
horrible.
second video is from the girl the lady that Alana was going to pull up on.
Right. Yes.
Latanya.
Yes, that was hilarious.
Is sitting in her car waiting.
Dying. We are all dying. And, it's like, bitch, go to the airport. Who cares? She'll meet you at the airport. She'll be you're holding the sign up going, hey.
Yep.
So, and then she was like, I'm not going, because we were like, I said, show anything from Chicago, Alana. Anything.
Yeah.
Because I'm very familiar. Show the Trump Tower. Anything. Go to the Navy Pier. The Magnificent Mile. Come on. Oh, well, I'm not going to dox my family for you people. Stupid. Those are very famous Chicago landmarks. You don't dox yourself. It's a famous Chicago landmark. Stop. Because you were never in Chicago. Stop it. Just like you never went to Kentucky, you were never pardoned by the governor. I mean, the lies just go on and on and on. And we sit back and laugh at every fucking one of them.
Fire in hell.
And see, I know exactly, Kala. That's my whole mantra this entire time. Prove anything. Prove it. Prove it. I want to hear it. Prove it. Prove, her big thing was, the reason she lost her channels is because she told me she was going to make me have the biggest mental breakdown ever. I want to hear it. I want to hear it because it never happened. Even though I don't get along with her, I know it because I was there. It never happened. Never. So miss us with all that stupid shit. And just leave them alone, Alana. They don't want anything to do with your ass. You know? Just leave them be.
Yep. God damn. Good times.
I know. I know. My money, all my money been on Latanya for sure.
Here,
That would have been
take
better
my
than
money.
that would have been better than Worski and Tonka.
Oh, that street corner fight they had in Europe? Is that
Oh.
one? Or in
That
Mexico?
one was supposed to be, oh my God, that was years ago. I was like what, I think it's 2017 or 2018. The Tonka Worski War. They were
Okay.
supposed to get together and fight at a at an event, that where the amateurs could get together and rumble with each other and stuff. And oh my God, the things behind the scenes were so funny with that. We were all just dying laughing with that shit. But I mean, yes, that's my heritage. Oh God. That and the furries. Oh Jesus.
Oh my God, no.
I know. It's like cringe. It's like, oh no, no. But I do have some fun every now and then with remembering some of that shit. So it's been fun.
It has been.
Oh,
Oh dear Lord. Oh, she's attempted to drop the facade of attempting English altogether.
she should. I'm telling you.
I keep telling her, when you get that wavy little red line under a word that you thought was correct, that means you spelt it wrong. And if you click on that word, a little dictionary menu pops up with the potential correct spelling.
Right.
It's really
And well,
easy.
and the funny thing was, I just love about this too. It's so funny. You trust me. Yeah, everybody has clones and trolls and what have you. Okay, we get it. You're not anybody unless you've had somebody would come at you with the same name and trying to be you and shit. That's just part of it. And most of the people that know me know what I'm going to say and not going to say, and they know how to get a hold of me and go, "Is that you?" Be like, "No, stop it. That's not me." So again, but this bitch has so many accounts. I love how she'll go, "Well, you should know that's not me. Did you check the channel and see that it's me or not?" Fuck, we don't have to. 9 out of 10 times, most of us who've been around longer than 2 minutes can tell by your butcher of the English language of what accounts are you and what aren't.
Yep.
So stop. So you have a zillion accounts. So by just telling someone that they should just check the channel to see if it's you, that's meaningless.
Mm-hmm.
I have archived probably 4 or 5 channels that you have probably forgotten about.
My
That still
DM
has shit on it.
my DM with Fraggy is very interesting, and there's a long list of accounts she's probably forgotten about.
Exactly. Exactly.
So there you
So,
go. It's a non thing. She likes to pretend she's got something over on us, and for the most part, we let you get away with it because it's just funnier when you get outed.
right. It is. It is. Because she's never seen my house. She doesn't know, I love this. I know who Candy is. No, you don't.
Oh yeah,
Stop
yeah, yeah.
it.
Thank you for bringing that up. If you knew who Candy was, you would have had that all over.
Oh, exactly. Are you kidding? You'd have took out an ad. You'd have took out an ad in the fucking newspaper. Stop. So no, that would have been in the Times or something the next day. I mean, stop it.
Yeah.
So, and again, that's what I'm saying. I love all these people that that are in that op, and you know who you are. Stop. If you want to pay a troll for fake information, my more
Yeah.
power to you. We'll steer
Why
you over to Kim. You can
why
buy a
would Candy
laptop.
tell one of the biggest trolls on YouTube. Her information.
Thank you. I
Like,
mean, come on.
eh,
I
didn't work.
think it's funny. I think it's as soon as I saw that, I'm like,
Yeah.
sure, Jan, whatever. Because again, even like I said, even though I don't get along with her at the moment, and whatever, all I've asked was, be cordial. That's it. We are intertwined, whether you like it or not, and just be nice. That's all you have to be. But I'm not going to let anybody lie on her either. So I'm just not. I mean, she wouldn't do the same courtesy for me, and I don't really care. But I have morals. So if I know that somebody is lying, I'm going to say something.
Mm-hmm.
And this is clearly the biggest op on this side of YouTube for attention. So whatever. So go for it.
Too true, Kate Winslet. Too true.
Oh, exactly, Kate. Oh my God. This is like stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Yeah.
So now, have I droned on long enough about Kim? Kim, I hope you're watching this. It does stay up, so please come back and listen to it.
Yes, yes,
Because,
yes.
everybody else has been far more nicer. Far more. Not me. Nuh-uh. You can ask Troll and Annie. I was in your live. You saw me. I'm amazed you didn't block me. You blocked me. Now I'm blocked. That's smart, Kim. But
No,
like
I
I'll
said
make
something to her. I'm sure I'm blocked now too. So who
Oh,
cares?
yes. Yeah. Yeah. Now certain people upsets her more. She unblocks Troll and Annie. So I doubt Annie's blocked. Maybe she is. I don't know.
She
But
said she's
there's
blocked now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, but she gets in her feelings and then unblocks everybody and blocks them. Honey, have you looked at your chats lately? There's nobody there. And what I'll do is when I see people in there, since I'm blocked and can't come in and tell them you're a scammer, I'll make a community post and tag them all and tell them.
Mm-hmm. Go live.
Yeah.
People will go live.
Yeah. And it's the fingers are going to be pointed right at you, Kim. So you better take your happy ass, sell the shit you need to sell, and pay Emma. Pay
Back.
her what you owe her plus some for your fuckery.
Because we're not going to let it go. We're going to be
Nope.
the pit bulls. We're going to
Right.
clamp down.
That's right. That's right. Because I like Emma. She is a nice lady. She has done nothing but be calm and caring and try to steer you the right direction with your bullshit. She's tried to be the voice of reason for you, and you shit all over her. And Harry, you're a nasty little bastard. You're right up there because you manipulate and you do it really well because you're a pro. Yes, Harry, you're a pro. So you go after people like Kim because Kim is so obsessed with you. A fatal attraction obsessed, Harry. So I hope you get it too, Harry.
Yeah. So by this, Vero, I'm assuming Alana's live and is yelling at the house elf. Did you hear from the last time she was doing like a warning to somebody? I don't know. She spent the most of the short live yelling at Carlos because he wasn't positioning the fans correctly.
Oh, yeah.
That was funny.
I think I caught like 10 minutes of that and wandered off. I'm like, yeah, fuck this shit. I felt bad for her $300,000 house that she has to order Amazon air conditioners for the windows. It's like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Probably because the box is all made of tin. It makes sense that they'd be in sort of the shipping container again or something, because, maybe it was getting fumigated and the people let them have it back. I don't know.
Who
But
knows?
clearly, it's certainly not a gated community, because, man, I'd ask for my HOA back. Sorry.
Exactly. But anyway, folks, we're going up to the 2:30 here, and
Oh my God, I've ran my mouth that long?
yeah, I got shit to do,
I know, I
and
do
I'm
too.
sure people have holiday plans. They're
Absolutely. But
doing.
thanks for coming in, everybody. I appreciate it.
I do appreciate every one of you, and we will, I'm sure, see you real soon.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure we will.
All
Watch it,
right.
Kim.
Okay,
Buckle up, Buttercup.
that's
Buckle up.
right. This is only starting. Bye.
Bye.